Well,
Do you think I should have a middle part instead of
what?
middle part in my hair? No, that doesn't.
Thanks
look
for
bad.
that. Okay, you ready to go?
No, I haven't clapped yet.
Do you think I should
Okay,
have them?
ready?
I got so many. I have too many windows. Stop clapping at
The
me.
clapping is the only
How-
way that I can sync it properly.
Like, is one not enough?
Yes.
No, I have
Stop
to
it.
see on the wave file that there's
Oh.
3
Okay.
spikes.
No one cares.
It helps me.
Welcome to Due to Underwhelming Demand.
That should be how the show always starts. Welcome to Due to Underwhelming Demand.
Nobody asked for this.
Yeah, the podcast that's sort of like snow in April. Nobody wants it, but you get it anyway.
That's
Here
right.
we are, and of course, this fine, high-quality podcast is brought to you by Rachel.
Erica Vincent Realty. Yes, she's a realtor in the London area. She serves clients all over Ontario, but primarily Middlesex, Elgin counties, also in the surrounding areas, maybe Huron if she goes up there, Lambton, I don't know. She could do anywhere in Ontario. Erica works with a lot of first-time home buyers and also people who are looking to get into investment properties because she has a lot of investment properties herself.
Wow.
So who better to walk you through that, especially if you're maybe a first-time investor, someone who's done it, A, and B, is a realtor and knows the ins and outs.
Okay.
Anyway,
Well,
we'll tell you more about her in a little bit.
I feel like I've already heard a lot.
You've heard a lot,
I've
yeah.
heard a lot already.
She's got a lot going on.
Well, and that's not all. We're also brought to you by Intuition Nutrition Dietitian Services.
Yes, this is really cool too. Intuition Nutrition is a woman named Jenna. She's got an office here in London on York Street, but she does lots of virtual sessions as well. She does individual nutrition counseling plus group workshops. She'll even go do workplace wellness workshops. And she has a program, for instance, called Raising Intuitive Eaters, another one called Nurturing a Positive Relationship with Food. So she doesn't like to use the word diet or anything like that. No, she wants to help you discover the joy of eating because it is a joy. Food and joy, eating is a pleasure. We're going to have Easter coming up, or I guess it just happened by the time this airs. And
Yep.
that's a joy to get together with family and eat.
Yes,
right?
if you want to break free from diet culture, if you want to learn to honor and respect your body and find ways to move your body in ways that brings you joy and makes peace with food, then Intuition Nutrition is where you want to go.
She'll help you nourish your body.
All right.
That's right.
And you can find Intuition Nutrition on social media, right?
Yeah, intuitionnutrition.rd is her Instagram. You can find her on Facebook, Intuition Nutrition, or her website, intuitionnutrition.com.
Open to anyone in Ontario and Quebec.
And Quebec now. Yeah, that was new last week.
They're heading east, Forman. They're coming for you.
New Brunswick's next.
Coming for you.
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right. So thank you to our sponsors for making this fine podcast possible.
Yes.
You can blame them if
Absolutely.
you want to blame somebody. What's going on? I want to know what's going on with the dog at Rachel's
Oh.
place because we haven't talked about your dog for a bit.
Roxy. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's under my feet right now. She just sleeps at my feet all day and I record things and she makes no noise except yesterday I had a live session. She barks in the middle of it.
Really?
I'm like, what are you doing? And boy, was she in trouble. She knew it too.
Tell us more about how the dog annoys you.
Well,
I'm
she
gonna
doesn't
sit
really.
back.
You guys have been waiting for this. I
Yes,
know.
of course.
We've had the dog for 2 months now. Okay.
By the way, why did you name
I didn't name her. She came with the name Roxy.
Oh, so you just kept the name Roxy because that sounds
Yeah, she's 2, so I didn't want to change her name.
not
Dog
that I've ever
that's
not that
2.
I've ever been or not that
Yeah.
I know anything about this, but it's your
Did you
dog
think I
sounds
got a
like
puppy?
your dog sounds like a stripper.
No, my dog.
Am I
Well,
right,
I do
Forman?
call her a
I mean,
Foxy Roxy.
not that you know anything about that either, but if you
Mhm.
did,
You
and
don't know
someone-
anything about that.
someone said
No.
Roxy, your immediate response was, "Oh, the stripper."
No,
Yeah.
it's not like her name's Diamond or Cinnamon or something like that.
She's always
God.
curled up around
Roxy.
your feet. She's got a thing.
I do call her Foxy Roxy though.
Uh-huh.
Foxy
Sure.
Roxy. Now the girls are calling her that too. Come on,
Uh-huh.
Foxy Roxy. She's not
Okay.
even paying
No,
attention.
but now that you've described
Anyway.
her, though, she either sounds like an elderly dog or a cat.
Oh no, she's a little white fluffy dog.
Okay,
She's a
so
Bichon Frise.
so you don't the dog's not allowed to bark when you're like
No,
doing
and
a
she
podcast.
doesn't usually.
You can
and-
bark during the podcast. Tell
Sure.
get
No,
her to
she's
bark
sleeping.
right now. Have
She's
her
not
bark.
even looking. Roxy, come. No,
Bark.
no. she's-
Squirrel!
Squirrel. She was chasing birds this morning. No, she's not even looking up
Okay,
at me.
all
She
right,
doesn't
won't
care.
bark. All right.
She
So
loves.
you could be
she
making
loves
this.
me
You
though.
could be making this up. We don't even know if you
I
have a
could
dog.
be.
We
Yes,
can't
you
see
wouldn't
her.
know.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know.
Nope.
You wouldn't. I could say whatever I want. She loves me. She loves the girls. Kendall, she had to get used to because she's the youngest, and Kendall's a little unpredictable for her. Roxy's
Right.
very like terrified and timid and scared. She hates Jeremy. Hates him. Will not go near him. She growls at him. She'll bark sometimes at him when he
Wow.
comes home. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
She does not like him. And I don't know how to get her. She's moving her head now.
Wow.
I don't know how to get her to like him. I don't, well, I guess she doesn't like him, but more than that, she's just scared of him. She's terrified of him. I don't know why. I wonder if somebody did something to her before.
Mm,
We got her from a breeder who took really good care of her,
right.
but she got her as a puppy from someone else, and she wonders if that guy maybe was unkind somehow, but she doesn't know and couldn't prove it. So
Hmm.
she wonders. So I thought, oh, well, I wonder, because we've had other men around Roxy,
Yeah, I
and
mean,
she's been okay.
That's what,
Jeremy,
that would be the one thing that I think if you wanted to prove that theory is how is she
Right.
around other men. But if she seems okay
Yeah.
around other men,
some
then it's Jeremy.
Well, most people she's timid of at first. Women, she's certainly better with women. Men, she's more timid of. But so we've had men, and Jeremy doesn't have hair. He shaves his head. So
Mhm.
he's basically bald. So I thought, oh, well, maybe it's bald guys because we've had guys with hair come over. Maybe she just doesn't like bald guys because we had like an appliance tech come over, full head of hair. She's fine with him. So I said, it's got to be bald guys, Jeremy. Like, I
Uh-huh.
think because he's upset, right? Like, he's like, well, I've
Yeah,
waited
well,
so long to have a dog. Now we have one and she hates me. Like, she won't go near me. He
Wow.
moves, he gets up off the couch and her head goes up. Like, what's he doing? Where's he? Because she's laying with me on the other couch. What's he doing? Where's he going?
Okay.
So I said, oh, it's got to be bald guys. And then, it's not bald guys because his dad came over, who's also kind of bald, but not as much as Jeremy. And she was fine with him. So I said, no, it's not. It can't be bald guys. It's just you. So I don't know how to make that work for him.
Who convinced who to get the dog?
Yeah.
I was looking,
Uh-huh.
and then Jeremy was like, yeah, okay, let's do it.
Uh-huh.
And we
Sure.
were just kind of looking for not a specific, but we just wanted a hypoallergenic. We don't want like a husky or something that needs a lot of activity because we're not hiking in the woods. We don't do that.
Yeah.
So we just
You want
small-
a dog.
smallish
If
dog.
I could use if I could paraphrase, you want something that goes in the dishwasher. Is that what you're
The
saying?
dog?
You don't want to
It
have
could
to.
go
You
in the
want
dishwasher.
something that's no muss, no fuss. I
Oh,
want to
yeah.
throw it in the
Oh,
dishwasher.
yes.
That's
yes.
what you wanted. Okay.
That's my whole life. Why
Okay.
wouldn't you live like find the easiest thing? Make your life easy.
Mhm.
Like just do it. Anyway, so yes, that's what we were looking for. So we found her, and
Did you find her or did you both find her?
I found her, and
There we go.
yeah, I found
Now
her.
we got it.
And
now
the
we're getting to the.
Well, listen,
now we've
actually,
got it
she
figured
wasn't
out.
the one I found first. The breeder was had a few adult dogs that she because she wasn't going to breed anymore, so she
Mhm.
was getting rid of them. And she was sad to get rid of them, but she said, I'm not, I can't have all these dogs anymore. So we went to go look at two other dogs, and those were they were going to be taken, or if we wanted it, we had to take it right then, and we weren't prepared right then.
Okay.
So we waited. She's like, well, I have this other dog, Roxy, but she can't go yet because she had a litter of puppies. And so we said, okay, well, we could wait for Roxy. Now, of all the adult dogs she had, Roxy hated us the most. The other dogs were all fine with us.
That's why
we
they were
decided
taken.
to go. Yeah, I guess we decided to go with the dog that didn't like us, but she likes me now, and she likes the kids.
Okay.
And we went to visit her like 4 or 5 times before we got her. And anyway,
Sounds like it's what you're saying to us is it's all on you to
yeah.
make her like Jeremy.
Yeah, so I've been trying and I've been Googling how do you do that. I have a friend of mine who is a really good dog trainer. I've been asking her questions,
Right.
other dog owners that I know. What should I do? So I had him, we got 2 couches kind of facing each other on each wall, right? So he was laying on the one couch. I sat on the floor between the couches. Roxy was on the opposite couch. So I'm getting treats. And
Oh,
I'm
she's
putting-
allowed on the furniture, is she?
Oh yeah, she
She
does.
thinks
She
she's
does what
above
she wants.
Jeremy in the hierarchy
Yeah,
of the household.
you got to
know
watch that.
I wonder if
you've
she
already
does.
done that.
Yes,
That's what happened.
yes.
I had that
Well,
issue
he's
here.
not. Why can't she be on the furniture?
Well,
Because she thinks she's above Jeremy.
what
Or at
He's on the
least
furniture?
equal.
No, it's-
At least
that-
equal. Yeah.
That's a thing where, especially if the dog's in the bed
Oh.
and the dog heads for the pillow. If the
Yeah,
dog heads
she
for the pillow,
does.
yeah, no.
But
you gotta-
everybody's pillow.
No. Put a stop to that. She
Okay, I don't
thinks-
want her on the pillow. She
thinks-
does that.
She thinks she's Jeremy.
Mhm.
That's exactly what.
Well,
like,
not in my, but she does that on the kids' beds and. Okay.
Yeah, we had somebody
You're in
tell us.
charge, and
Yeah.
she's next, and
You-
then comes everyone
Yeah,
else, and
that's
Jeremy's
what's
very much at
happening.
the
The
bottom.
dog
Okay.
thinks, the dog sees who runs this place.
Well, she
And
thinks
it's
it's
this-
me. I think
Yes,
right
and-
now.
well,
Yeah.
it is you.
Yeah. Well, so I was anyway, so I'm trying to get her to like Jeremy or at least not be scared to go near him because she is terrified.
Mhm.
She like as soon as he gets up and walks around, she scuttles away. And if he gets up and comes even close to her, she cowers. Like it's anyway. So I'm putting treats on the floor and I'm trying to get them closer and closer to him. And then eventually she just stops. She's like, nope, not going any closer to him because I know he's there. And she kind of looks at him and she's like, can I get that one there? And she might reach for it. But then eventually she just stops and she won't go near him. So I've been trying that a few nights in a row just
Wow.
to see. Anyway, I don't know what to do with this dog. Like I feel badly that Jeremy doesn't have a dog that loves him. Maybe we should have gotten a puppy, but then I didn't want the hassle of a puppy because I don't know what I'm doing. But now I have this issue.
Well, sometimes you have to be careful what you. I mean, all I can tell you is
Forman.
Sucks to be you.
it sucks.
Yeah.
To be,
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks more to be Jeremy right now, but
Yeah.
It does suck to
Yeah,
be him,
it
and I
does
feel
suck.
badly for him.
Yeah.
So
You
I don't
guys-
know what to do. Anyway, I
listen,
think we're
it-
gonna have to do some hardcore training with somebody. I think.
I think there's going to have to be something to. I don't know. Maybe we'll get some ideas from people when they hear
Yeah.
this. But I
Yeah.
feel for Jeremy. But I don't really feel
Like
for
I hope
you.
she doesn't hate
I
him
don't,
forever.
I don't feel for you. I mean,
No, you don't
No,
care what I
you've
think.
created
You
the
guys
situation.
love this. I
No,
knew you were gonna
you
love
created this. So
You made this
know.
bed, and now the dog's
Yeah.
lying in it.
And the dog's trying to lie in it. That's exactly. This is Due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast, which, by the way, is brought to you by
this. Erica Vincent, Realtor.
Of
Thank
course.
you, Erica.
Yes. More on Erica in just a few minutes. We're having some work done at the house here. At the,
Are
At
you?
the Collins house, yeah.
I knew that was in the works. How's it going? What have you? What
Well,
are you
we
doing?
haven't really had anything done yet, and that's part of the problem. I'm wondering if anyone else has ever had a contractor ghost them before.
No
Oh,
way.
no.
Yeah. So we're
Contractors. Listen, we have a friend that does work for us, and we hire him because we know him, we
Right.
trust him, we know he's going to do a good job,
Mhm.
and that's who I go to because he's great. But I hear these horror stories all the time. I don't know how contractors get away with this horrible behavior.
Well, it's not all contractors, and it's like
Well, it can't
and,
be, 'cause
and
some
we,
work
and
gets
we know
done.
this. It's like when you're a radio announcer, a radio personality. Don't tar us all with the same brush.
Sure,
There's some
yeah, that's
some
fair.
pretty rotten radio personalities. That doesn't mean we are.
Right.
So
True.
am I right,
Mhm.
Forman?
Yes, but in terms of contractors, you you seem to only hear the bad things about
Yeah.
any.
Well, yes,
I
because when
mean,
you
contractor.
get
just
when you
people
get
like to bitch, right?
Yeah,
People
they
just
do.
like they
Yeah.
never spread the good
so
news.
maybe I
No.
shouldn't maybe I shouldn't have brought this up, but this is
because that
Yeah,
that's
but
why
it's
I
also
hired.
a warning. Like it's also a warning to people. Like this is who I use. Don't use
Mhm.
them. You know, like
Well,
I just it's
look, we are having the house. We've been living in this house for now just as long as Charlotte's been around, 16 years, which is a long time, and your house gets tired.
yeah. It's time to
So
refresh.
so we're having some. We need to do some refreshing, but in addition to that refreshing, we needed to yank some carpets. And we needed to fix. Charlotte has a bathroom that she uses. That needed to be because
Did she
teenage
flood
girls.
that one too?
Yeah, teenage girls are really hard on
Oh
bathrooms.
my.
Ay,
They
ay,
are
ay.
Teenage
really
girls are messy, and I
they-
know that
oh,
because I was
anyway.
one.
So it needed a little bit of. It needed some work in the shower, the sink, and also the floor. We needed some rugs taken out, some new flooring put in. Somebody gave us, you always end up talking to somebody about somebody else about some. So we got a guy. We got this guy, and he comes to the house back in I think December. This is in December, and he goes, "So what is it you want done?" I talked to your wife, and I'm the one here because there's nobody else at home.
Right.
I'm the one that's responsible for telling him what I need done and showing him what's got to be done. So the guy shows up, nice guy, very nice guy. We had a nice chat. I'm showing him. I got 3 rooms with carpeting that I need to carpet out, and then I want to put some flooring down, and then I need a little bit of work done in the shower and everything, and new floor in the bathroom.
Mhm.
So he goes, "Oh yeah, we can do that. Yeah, shouldn't be a problem at all.
Okay.
No problem whatsoever."
Mhm.
So who should I contact? I said, "Oh, you talk to my banker, and you have her number. So you just deal with her.
That's my wife.
That's my banker."
Yeah.
And but I'll be here when you come. Like I'll be anyway. We picked out the flooring. We picked out a date. He said, I found the stuff. He gave us a price. We got the price. We didn't give him any money, by the
Oh,
way.
good.
No money has changed hands.
Good.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
And then he says, he finally lets us know, look, I've ordered the stuff, second week of February. Now, for those who are just listening to the podcast, the minute it comes out, it's April now. So this is the second week of
Yes.
February.
February 2023. Not if
Yes.
you're listening to this in 2024.
No. Yeah, you could be. I don't know.
Yeah.
Still
Um,
no floors.
Still
We're
no
talking
floors.
to you in the future.
That's right.
How about that?
How about that? Anyway, so that was the second week of February. By the second week of March, when we had not heard from him at all, like not a
Oh
word,
my gosh.
not a word.
And you were waiting, obviously, because
Yeah,
you're
and
like, oh, he's
I would
supposed to get
every
in touch
so
with us.
often I would say to Jana when she got home and say, "Hey, did you hear from the guy,
Contractor?
contractor?" No, I haven't heard anything. I said, "Oh, well, it's past the second week of February." Yeah, I know. So
Mhm.
anyway, the second week of March, that's a full month past the second week of February.
Mhm.
She sends him a text, and the text is basically, "Hey, do you have any idea when you'll be coming to do our flooring?" And she gets an immediate text back from the
Oh.
contractor that
Oh, good.
says, "Who's this?"
Oh, no.
That's
That's a
never
very
good
bad
sign.
no.
That's never a good
No.
sign.
No.
Not a good sign.
Ay, ay, ay.
So she,
Ay,
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 ay.
It's our new
So
thing.
we send a text back. She sends a text back. Well, I'm Jana. Jana, remember the bathrooms, the rugs, all that stuff. And she never heard back. No.
Oh, he just never replied.
Not a word. No.
Oh my god.
Nothing.
I don't know how contractors get.
Ghosted.
don't know how
they
they-
just ghost
Listen,
you.
friends of mine don't live in London. They live in another city. They are renovating their entire house,
Uh-huh.
which means they've had to move out of their home
Oh, yeah.
in with the in-laws.
Sure, I hear you.
The
Yeah.
house was supposed to be done in August.
Right.
It's April.
Still not done.
Still not done. They've
Uh-oh.
still not moved in. And they've got a designer involved and the contractor and and there's just nothing they can do because they can't move in because the whole thing got torn apart. And everybody's like had it with each other living in this one house with the two families.
Is it just because it's taking a long time to do? Is it
They
being
don't
done?
know. They're like, the guy doesn't show up every day. He's got guys working for him. He says he's losing people. He said they're not working, but he's supposed to be there every day working on it. He says, oh yeah, I'll be there tomorrow. Doesn't show up.
Right.
Like, how do they get away with that? What else are they doing? I don't know how they get away with that.
It's like 20 other jobs all partially done.
That's part of it, I
Yes,
think.
exactly.
I think they
like they've taken on too much,
Yeah.
and then they can't finish what they've done.
And then this, like in your case, Dave, I could picture it being a job where he thought he was going to take it on, and then other jobs have come up, and he's like, they're all worth more, so I don't care about this one.
I don't care about this one anymore, and I'll just go. So now, thank
But
goodness,
how can you live your
again,
life like that? Like, if I left someone hanging that way, I would feel so badly. How do these people not feel badly about that?
Like, oh, you'll find another one. They don't care.
But then
This
you're
is
living
why.
in chaos.
I mean,
like, you've ripped apart your house, or like, say this guy came and tore out all your carpets and whatever, and then just didn't come back.
Well, that didn't happen. So thank goodness for that.
Thank goodness for that.
You know,
If you're going to get ghosted by a contractor, it's better to be ghosted when you haven't paid them
At
and
the
they haven't
beginning.
done anything.
Exactly.
So there is,
Yes.
it is a bit of a blessing.
That's
I suppose.
horrible.
You know,
Yeah.
I was going to say, where what you should have done.
What's that?
Perhaps when it comes to flooring, you could have called. I believe they're London's leader in shop at home flooring services,
Oh,
including free rip out.
Call our dad.
870.
870 rungs. Yeah. Full of free advertising for you.
Yeah.
Just
Okay,
just
we're
a
doing-
taste of what could happen for your business
Yeah,
if they
if-
want to come pay us.
Yeah, that's right. This is Due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast with Dave, Rachel, and Forman, and it's brought to you by Erica Vincent, Realtor with Revel Realty Brokerage. Let's talk about Erica, because she's bringing you this very, very mediocre podcast.
She's
Yes, but
turning
she-
houses into homes.
That's it.
Well,
She's
she
helping you
does,
find your dream
of course.
home. She eats and sleeps real estate.
Of course she does.
Well, and she has to. Yes, that's her job.
Yeah.
Just like we eat and sleep podcasts for me.
Do we ever?
Listen, the podcast may be mediocre, but Erica is not.
No.
No, she is excellent. Yes, she buys and sells homes in the London area, mostly Middlesex, Elgin counties, London as well, of course. And she has a lot of first-time buyers, but also some repeat buyers, and especially investors. And we mentioned this before, because if you're looking to invest, you know how many rentals we need now? Like, there are not enough rental homes, right? So if you have a rental, if you have a home, you could rent it out. She can help you kind of organize contracts, whatever you need to do, purchase the place that you want. If you want to know if it's a good investment opportunity, a good home to rent out or whatever, she can help you with that. If you're a first-time home buyer, buying a house is the most stressful thing. And so she can help you make it very stress-free, take care of you. She says she gives off a real mom vibe because she just wants to make sure you have everything you need and you're in the spot that suits you.
And if you're looking for things to invest in too, I mean, a vacation home, I know nothing about owning, operating a vacation home, renting that out. And the entire concept of a rent-to-own home, it can be lucrative for you as an investment. I don't know anything about it, but Erica certainly does.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, and you're right about when you're a first-time home buyer, it is a little intimidating. And if you get somebody who projects that mom vibe, I think that's really important in a real estate agent.
It is.
And Erica does that.
Exactly. Because it's a very personal thing to buy and sell a home. It can be very emotional to sell your home too, actually.
Yeah. Like if you're
so
a
that
family though, in exactly that same situation, it's hard to sell your home, but you need more space. This is where she can help. She can help maybe singles if you're looking for some type of home where you can do a lot of entertaining. That could be in your thing. That it could be maybe you have a big home you're currently renovating, and then we'll sell that to one day downsize because say you have a 16-year-old.
Hey. Well, that's true. That's
eventually.
Okay.
Anyway, you can contact Erica at ericavincent@revelrealty.ca. She's with Revel Realty. They're on Wortley Road here in London, and you can contact her on Facebook, Erica Vincent Realtor. Same on Instagram, Erica Vincent Realtor.
Thank you for being our sponsor, Erica. We appreciate it. This is due to underwhelming demand, the Keith Richards of podcasts, because nobody can figure out how we're still alive. I don't know. I just don't know.
I thought you were going to say no one can figure out how old we are.
The blood of teenagers.
That's right. That's what
Yes.
it is. It's Dave, Rachel, and Forman, and it's brought to you by, of course, don't forget, Erica Vincent Realtor. Well done.
Realtor,
You
yes.
can tell I talk for a living. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Well,
Just
sort
once
of.
a week.
Kind of. A little
Once a
bit.
week.
Once a week. That's
Yeah. I have to talk for a living.
I know you
and,
do.
This has never happened to me before. I'm at such a high level of talking for a living
Are you?
that I got wined and dined and whisked off to beautiful downtown Georgetown, Ontario.
Wow.
Whisked.
From,
And
Ham-
wined
from
and
dined.
Halifax. I
Wow.
almost said Hamilton.
Well,
Yeah.
well. What
Not
was-
Hamilton.
No.
So who whisked you and wined and dined you?
A record promotion company.
Oh,
what are those
nice.
deals?
Yeah.
Good.
Oh yeah. Please play this record.
Sure.
If you do,
How many
we'll-
bottles of wine will you
we'll-
buy me?
We'll whiskey off to Georgetown and wine
That's
and
right.
dine you.
Yeah. And if you're wondering, well, where's Georgetown? See, even Ontario people don't really know where
I don't really
Georgetown
know where
is.
it is. No.
I
No.
kind of know where it is,
I
only
don't
because I
think I
knew
do.
a person from there.
It's like a Toronto suburb, somewhere between Brampton and Guelph.
Oh, okay. All
It's,
Right,
it's
okay.
out there. Oddly enough, that's where my aunt and uncle had lived for years,
Oh, so
who
you,
now live here in Halifax.
so you kind of knew
Oh,
the area.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, so went there to see. It's a bunch of emerging acts, which was cool. Like
Mhm.
artists I've never heard of, but one day will. Several were really, really good.
Good.
Some got one of the best bands I saw. These guys from Quebec City. They've been together for a year, and they're singing country music in English.
Oh, cool. All right.
I don't
Good for
even
them.
know. I still don't understand why they even know about country music at all, or like it, or anything. But they're great.
Well, good. That's.
awesome.
I hope
And
we
so-
hear about them.
So you got they actually flew you from Halifax to go and watch a few. I mean, that's people will go, how do I get a job like that?
Yeah.
How do I
Mhm.
get a job where they fly me? And was there any free? I
Well,
don't know, beer, alcohol.
They chose to fly me on Porter Airlines, which I
Ooh.
think is the only one that gives you snacks and booze.
Wow, I've never flown Porter, but I hear it's nice.
Yeah. Well,
it's
it's
a lot
not-
better than Flair
it's-
Airlines.
It's,
Oh,
not
yeah, I
Flair,
bet.
that's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have to shit in the woods.
Yeah. Porter Airlines. We have planes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
Good.
flight exists.
Good. The flight exists.
And then you
Okay.
land downtown Toronto too at Billy Bishop, which is a
Right.
cool experience. And yeah, then got picked up, stayed at a hotel in Georgetown for a couple of days. And so I thought, okay, I had a lot of time. I got there in the morning. The first showcase was at night. So I was going to go explore the town and went out walking.
How big is Georgetown? Like, how
Not
much
very
can you
big.
explore?
It's probably smaller than St. Thomas or
Probably.
equivalent to St. Thomas.
Oh,
maybe.
okay.
All right.
All
okay,
right.
Got it.
But though,
Yeah.
I mean, there's one main street where there's every store, there's a mall, there's a whatever, there's grocery stores all in this one main drag.
Hmm.
So I'm basically walking down there. And I have a few places that I thought, I'll walk around this area and that area and whatnot. But boy, I got 2 hours that day of just where it rained sideways. And then it turned into snow. And it
Oh,
was
that's when you. Yes, that was
just-
bad
well-
weather day.
Welcome
miserable.
to Ontario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was miserable that week.
But it was perfectly beautiful and sunny before that. And as soon as I was done exploring the town, it was perfectly beautiful and sunny after that.
Oh.
Of course.
So imagine me just coming in out of the cold, just blowing me off the street. It was absolutely miserable. I'm soaked and frozen at the same time.
Mhm.
By the time I finally find refuge out of the storm, and I sit down, catch my breath, relax, got out of that, phone rings.
Uh-oh.
It's Ashley.
Oh, no.
Oh, your wife.
We have a problem.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
What happened?
The girls were out scootering on their scooters.
Hmm.
I happened to be away on a PD day, so she was home alone trying to work with the kids, and
Mhm.
I was off having fun.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So their scootering hardly fell. She skinned her knee,
Hmm.
she skinned her hand, and she busted open her lip, and it's all broken and swollen, and all the orthodontics we just put in 2 weeks before fell out onto the sidewalk.
What? Like her teeth?
Not her teeth, but like the
Fillings or
expander,
whatever?
all
Oh,
the
the
equipment.
all the
expander.
equipment that you pay a lot of money
Oh
for,
my
Rachel.
God.
Yes.
A lot.
And
of
she's
Yeah,
money.
we're
hysterical
gonna
on
get
the
into
phone.
that soon too.
Yeah, Harley's hysterical. She's crying and she don't. She's fine. I mean, and she's
Ugh.
fine. Everything will be fine.
Okay.
We're going next week to figure out how to put it all
Put
back
all
in.
back in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Can you
Wow.
use it again? Can they clean
I
it
think
and put
so.
it back in?
Yes, I think they just put it right back in again. So
Oh
that's
my
good, I
gosh.
guess. But it's just like, you can picture a 9-year-old in that situation,
Yeah.
bawling
Oh, yeah.
uncontrollably. The other daughter thinks it's her fault. Everyone's screaming. It's chaos. They have this
Mhm.
huge problem.
And you're nowhere to be
And
found.
you're nowhere to be
I'm
You're
nowhere to
off
be
having
found.
fun,
Yes.
being wined and dined.
And
Yeah.
and to make matters worse,
Mhm.
then I'm asked the question, well, where are you right now?
And what did you say?
I'm
You were
at
in a bar.
I'm at a brewery.
Mhm.
You're
Yeah.
my hero.
I just
You are my
sat
hero. You
down.
You are my
I
hero.
cannot tell you how pissed I would be
Yeah.
if I was
No, okay.
Ashley.
Well,
I cannot tell you how pissed off I would be at you at that moment. Yeah.
you
So
are-
how'd that go?
Yeah, no, you're my hero. That's enough. We don't need to know anymore.
No, I want to know. I want to know what happened
I don't know. If
Well,
I
and
do.
what Ashley
I
said.
don't think I want to know. I think I'm just happy knowing that Forman got
Uh-huh.
all of this horrible news.
Because you know he got
that
into
he
shit.
just sat down at a brewery.
Oh,
and
yeah.
even if he did get in trouble, even if
Mhm.
Ashley tore a strip off of him, once he hung up, he could have a nice ice cold beer.
Because that's
And-
exactly what you would do.
The next time
Mhm.
after school the next day, while I was still there,
Yes.
and I got a call from home and caught up with the girls again the next afternoon.
Oh, yes, good.
Guess where I was and what I was doing again?
Also drinking beer.
Again, I salute you.
Mhm.
I salute you.
What did your wife say?
Does that
Well-
matter? It's
Oh, that
irrelevant.
matters.
It's
Oh, it matters.
irrelevant. It doesn't
No,
matter.
that matters. And as soon as you got home, were you on kid duty for the next 2 days straight?
Perhaps.
Yeah,
I knew that would
that's
happen.
right.
It helps you bite your tongue when there's kids beside you. So
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'll bet that beer was good.
it was very good.
This is Due to Underwhelming Demand with Dave, Rachel, and Forman, the podcast brought to you by, of course, Rachel.
Erica Vincent Realtor. Thank you, Erica.
Thank you, Erica. And a shout out to Intuition Nutrition, our other sponsor today.
Yes.
If you want to be a sponsor of this high quality podcast, you can be.
You can. You can message us on Instagram, Facebook, or you can email us at daverachelforman@gmail.com, and we'd be happy to have you.
Now, we do get emails and messages. We have some.
Yeah, we have several. Like, thank you, Brooke, for sending us a message. Hey guys, thank you so much for what you do. I miss hearing you every morning, but so excited when a new episode is out. Hashtag what's in your vagina.
Yes.
Dave Garrick has commented on one of our Facebook posts to say, it was always great listening to Dave talk about how the cable company tore up his lawn.
Oh, yes.
Best morning show ever.
Mm.
Yeah, well, the cable company was back yesterday.
Oh, no.
I know that because the
they're not done.
reply to Dave's comment is from Jana Collins saying
Yes.
the bulldozers are back.
Yes,
That's so
she's
funny.
put it in. She took a picture
Oh,
and posted
no.
it. Yes, they're
Oh,
back.
God.
I was out
That's
there yesterday.
awful.
I said, "What are you doing?" Well, we made a mistake.
Oh, my God. Of course they did.
Yeah. Thanks.
And
After this, are they done?
I have no idea.
No, they'll be back in
I
6
don't
months.
they don't know either.
They don't know
I
either.
don't know.
Thank you, Cassandra, for another Facebook message that says, I look forward to this weekly. It takes me back to my commuting days. Instead of seeming like I've lost my marbles in the car on the way to work, I now laugh by myself at my desk, still likely creepy to those around.
Oh, I
The
love that.
casualness of the conversation and language makes you all more relatable than before.
I love it. I love
If
it.
that was even possible. So thank
Okay.
you.
Nice.
Oh,
Thank you
well,
very
I'm
much.
glad.
All
Thank
right.
you very much for listening to us. I have a message from a woman, and I won't share her name because she didn't want me to share her name, but it was on Instagram. She says, "I love your podcast. The three of you are absolutely hilarious. I laughed so hard when Dave was telling the story of his daughter and her friend flooding the toilet on vacation.
Ay, 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 ay.
Ay, ay, ay. All of you bring so much needed light into this dark world. Keep the podcast coming. Thank
Oh,
you
that's
so much.
nice. Thank
And
you
this
very
is
much.
this message was unreal. This is from Sarah, who says, "Dear Dave, Rachel, and Forman, hi, I'm Sarah. I'm from St. Thomas. I wanted to say thank you for coming back. You guys have helped me through a lot. In 2011, I was diagnosed with cancer, and it was really scary for me because I was only 8 years old."
Whoa.
I know.
Whoa.
I know. I'll try not to tear up when I'm reading this. Back when BX93 was around, I started listening to you guys every Friday on my way to Children's in London at 7 a.m. You have made me smile on my worst days while getting chemotherapy as a kid. In
Wow.
2018, I was cancer-free, and from then till now, I've always listened to you guys in the morning and now on the podcast. Thank you so much for all you do, Dave, Rachel, and Forman. You're truly one of a kind. Thank you for making me smile and laugh throughout my tough days. And now every day I listen, it makes an amazing smile on my face to help me get through the day. I hope you all have an amazing week and
Wow.
keep doing you.
That's very, very
That's
nice.
amazing.
And I hope you're
Thank
doing
you,
I
Sarah.
mean, I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, I hope I'm
wow.
glad that you're cancer free, and I hope it stays that way.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
you know
That's,
what? You never really know how you enter people's lives like
Mhm.
that. I don't want to say that we touch their lives, but I think I have no idea who's
No.
listening or what they might be going through. Like everybody, there's so many
It's
different situations, and
But
to
that's
hear
the-
that is like amazing.
The goal is to try, when you're doing it like, like a radio show or something like that, is to just have some fun and try to take people's minds off of, even though
Yeah.
sometimes we do talk about the things that are on everybody's mind. But I'm glad, I'm always, it's gratifying to hear that people, it does help them get through stuff like that. So
yeah. And
That's
Sarah, I
okay.
mean, you've been on such an amazing journey, but I would also, what stands out to me too is I always knew that our sweet spot target demographic was, people who are 8, 9,
yes.
10, 11 years
Yeah,
old.
Forman and I, because we basically have been 8 or 9, 10 years old our entire life.
Yeah.
So that's
Right.
very good. I have
That's
one
your
more for you.
target demo.
I
Yeah.
have one more. This one is actually kind of addressed to me, but it's from Lori, and it's she emailed. And again, DaveRachelForman@gmail.com. Feel free to send us a note.
Yeah.
Dave, I wore my dad's shirts all the time as a teen.
Yes.
Oh.
There
See?
you go. When I moved out, I took a few of his shirts with me.
Yeah.
He passed in 2010,
Oh.
although I don't wear them now as a 55-year-old grandma. I still have them as a sentimental value. I
Aw.
listened to your show faithfully for numerous years and enjoyed it very much. I don't listen to that station now. It just isn't the same for me. Your podcast is like dessert. I love to savor it all
Dessert?
week and listen to it in small increments till the next one comes out. I've tried
Aw.
other podcasts, but they fail to or fall flat to your little show about nothing that keeps me in stitches.
It is a
10
show about
minutes
nothing.
at a time. Love you guys.
Aw.
Lori from Kraft Hockeyville, West
Oh,
Lorne.
yes.
Yay.
Congratulations, West Lorne. That was such a cool thing.
Yes.
Oh, Lori, that's so nice.
Thank you, Lori, for
Your podcast is like dessert. I love that.
yeah. Yeah, my kid wears my shirts.
Still, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't end apparently.
Well,
She'll take them.
she'll
She'll take them with her when she goes.
No,
Well-
she won't. I won't let her.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I know, Lori, they're a sentimental value, and I get all of that, but
But they're mine.
but they're mine.